welcome back to my channel! It is the time of year where the holidays are approaching and it is the time for giving. Sadly, this year, because of global circumstances, the holidays are gonna look a lot different this year. I know for me personally, it's looking really different this year. So whether you are planning to buy for someone else or maybe later after the holidays, buying for yourself, these are my must-have manga series that you should buy. Now, to start this off, not to exclude anime, but anime is really weird lately, but due to so many streaming services, there's not really a necessary need to buy anime anymore. But for those of you who are still avid anime collectors, here's my advice for you before I talk about my manga recommendations. For anime, if you are looking to purchase anime, think of it this way. What is the rewatch value of it for you? So in that sense, is it a one and done kind of anime, or is it an anime that you will be watching over and over and over again? That is my advice for you. That's how I buy my anime, is what's the rewatch value? Will I watch this again? If yes, okay, buy. So hopefully that helps you. Now on to my manga recommendations. I have two manga right here that I know that are older, so it may be hard to come across these in the store. Manga is very like anime, one's in and one's out. So these you may have to find over the internet, maybe by other people who are selling it, not necessarily the publications, but these two I would say are a must-have for your manga collection. The first one being Hanakimi. This was never turned into an anime, which is one of the reasons why I say it's a must-have. It was adapted into live actions. I believe 2 live actions, and that's in Japanese, but I think one was actually a Taiwanese drama. So it's really, really highly acclaimed manga if you've never read it. It is about 23 volumes long, so not too bad, but it is kind of a collection. Pretty much it's about a girl who is obsessed with this guy who's on a track team. She wants to go to school with him and get to know him, so she dresses herself up as a male student at this all-boys school, and they become roommates, friends, classmates, and the story goes on from there. It's a really, really good one. It's a classic. Like I said, it's never been an anime, so it's really worth getting the manga. So it's definitely one that I recommend for you. My next manga recommendation is once again an older one, but it's still really, really well written. The storyline is so, like, the research that had to have gone into this was nuts probably, but it's very, very much still, I think, worth trying to get. It's 28 volumes long, so that's something to consider, but I think it's still really worth it, and that is Red River. This one's a little bit more riskier than all the other ones I'm going to be talking about today. It is for older teens, so just know that. But this is such a good one. So it is about a girl who is in, modern Japan, who gets transported into a timeline in the Middle East, and she has to kind of just survive, honestly. Like, there's little bits of hope of her getting back to Japan, but not really, honestly. So she's just trying to survive in the Middle East, and she comes across a prince, but his family's freaking nutso, and yeah, so it's a really interesting read. I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't know what to do with myself if I did not have this in my collection. I think I've reread this series about 40 times. That sounds right, 40 times. So it's always my favorite to go back and read. So definitely check this out. Maybe have it in the back of your mind for like the future, if not for this holiday season. But I think it's very worth it. Like I said, you won't find this in the bookstores because it's kind of old, but it's worth trying to find online and getting it in your collection. So this is a definite must-have that I think that a lot of people would enjoy. All right, these are more modern series. So for those of you who just want to go to a bookstore and, you know, grab off the shelf, these are for you. The first must-have that are kind of current is Yonah of the Dawn. I'll just let y'all see that. There we go. Right now they're at volume 27. It is ongoing right now. So, you know, you'll have some time to collect what they have, but then you'll have to wait like the rest of us and, you know, wait for release dates and all that good stuff. But Yonah of the Dawn is a really, really good series. I think it's totally worth purchasing the manga for. It's a must-have. And it's about a girl in a, you know, made-up kingdom. And her father, who's the king, was murdered, and she had to escape because the murder was being framed on her. And she escapes with her bodyguard, and she is apparently supposed to be the descendant of a dragon spirit, like a past king. And so all the other dragon entities, you know, are really connected with her, so they help her try and regain her kingdom, or at least that's what they were planning to do. But now she's just honestly not even worried about getting the throne. She's not about, you know, claiming her spot on the throne after her father. She's mostly just, you know, trying to improve her kingdom for the better. So yeah, really good story. I recommend it a lot. There is an anime for this one, but sadly the anime stops super short and the ending is just so bad. So definitely check this out. It's a must-have. The manga goes way further than the anime, and it's really, really worth it. The reread value will be worth it. So this is a must-have. Another series I recommend, and this is gonna be like a special-ish edition of the manga, and that is Maidsama. In Japanese, it's Kaicho wa Maidsama. And this is the special edition that Viz has recently published. It's like a 2-in-1 kind of manga deal. If you watch the anime, I'm so sorry. Read the manga. The manga goes further than the anime, like a lot of shojo manga do. They originally go further than the anime most of the time. But Maidsama is awesome. For those of you who don't know what it's about, it is about a girl who is, you know, comes from, you know, a privileged family, so she really tries to work hard. She is the class president, well, school president. She keeps up her grades really, really well, and she also works a job so she could support her family and her schooling. And so her job is at a maid cafe, and a classmate of hers catches her in, you know, doing her job, and from there chaos ensues. So it's a really, really good comedy romance kind of series. For this edition, this kind of edition that Viz has, it has 9 volumes of these, so that's 18 volumes in total that this series has. It is on the shelves, so you can get it at a bookstore, and it's a really good series, really must-have. Usui is my husbando. I love him so much, so I obviously do recommend this one a lot. Another must-have in a special edition kind of ish is Skip Beat. So this is a really must-have. I freaking love this series. There is an anime, but like all good shoujo anime, it stops short. So I definitely recommend getting the manga. It is amazing. The manga goes further, more things happen in the manga. totally worth it. Need to do it. I'm holding up the special edition. It's the 3-in-1, so there's 3 volumes in one. And I'm gonna show you real quick that I do not have all the 3-in-1s. I just have a few 3-in-1s and then a bunch of single volumes. I just did this because I kind of did a thing where wherever the anime left off, I just continued buying the manga. And then when I went back, these 3-in-1s were really popular, so I just bought those too. I don't really care that they don't match up. I'm not planning to like resell these or anything like that. These are mine forever. They're mine. I love this series. So what it's about this girl who is from Kyoto, and she moves to Tokyo with her childhood friend that she has a crush on. And you know, she's taking care of him because his dream is to become a you know, famous singer in Japan, and his goal is being reached already, and many people know who he is. And so he totally ditches her straight off the bat, just like leaves her alone and tells her she's not worth it and all this other stuff. So at her friend, she's like, I'm gonna become more of a celebrity than you and I'll show you. So she gets into acting, and she's never acted in her life before. So, you know, from there, you know, she tries to climb the ladder of, you know, stardom, and along the way, you know, tons of bumps. Obviously, it's not a shojo manga without bumps. So it's definitely a good read. I think it's a must-have. Currently, right now, there are 44 volumes. Now that is super long. It's the longest of all these recommendations I have for you, but it's totally worth it. And it's not really odd. This author, Yokoshiki Nakamura, is known for long series. Like there's another one that's called Tokyo Crazy Paradise. It never got released in English, and it is really good also, but that one's super long too. So this long series is kind of typical for this author. So don't be discouraged by the whole 44 volumes and ongoing. So we're not even sure when it's gonna stop. But totally worth it, must have. I really recommend it a lot. Now, if you are looking for some really nice manga to put into your collection or to just give to someone, these 3 that I'm going to mention now are super special, super nice, and any manga collector would love to probably have these. The first one that I will recommend is the Pokemon Adventure series. Now, you may be thinking, oh, it's Pokemon, I don't think I'll want it, you know, I watched the anime. It's different from the anime. Don't have those thoughts. The anime is for kids. Like, really, really is for kids. This manga is also for kids, but man, does it get dark. There's some dark story elements in this series. So definitely consider it. I have the fancy box set. It's only for the red and blue box set though. I don't have the other ones. I love how it comes in its own box, so I don't have to like really separate the manga completely from the box. So I think it's really worth it. The art is really, really cool. I actually didn't even purchase this myself. My husband, who I got into Pokemon like years ago, he already liked Pokemon, but I was like, oh, let's watch the anime all over again. And he was like, oh, this is cool. And so I mentioned that there was a manga. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, the manga is supposed to be like really mature or something like that. Really different. And so he bought this on a whim. And he said that he would read it, but he never did. So I read it, and so now it's mine. So yeah, I really recommend this. It's really, really good. You'd be really surprised. Like I said, the story is a little bit more mature than the anime, and the story is actually kind of different than the anime. Not even kind of. It's a lot different than the anime. So check this out. I really think it's worth it, especially if you have a manga collector. If you are a manga collector or you have a friend that's a manga collector, this is really a special series to put in your collection. Okay, these next two I'm going to talk about at the same time because I kind of got them at the same time and I feel the same way about these two. And that is the special editions for the Sailor Moon manga series and Cardcaptor Sakura series. These are amazing books. I'm going to show you Sailor Moon first. So with the Sailor Moon one, it's not totally hardcover, like the pages are a little different, but what's neat about this is that it's not really like paper. It's a really smooth paper material, so it's really nice. And the cover is holographic. I don't know if you could see that in the camera, but it's holographic. It's just really nice. I really enjoy it. Some of the pictures are in color. See? So it's really nice and cool. And so I'm collecting these. I think they're really nice. I have the first 3 volumes like this. Pretty much how I afford these, because these are super expensive. It says that it is about $30, which is really expensive. What I do pretty much is wait until Christmas or my birthday when I know I'm going to get either money or gift cards, and once I get those things, then I go in to purchase these. Now I'm going to show you the Cardcaptor Sakura one. This one is actually hardcover. It is nice. This one runs about $30 also. There's really no colored pages besides like the very first one. But once again, like the Sailor Moon one, it is this very nice smooth kind of paper. It doesn't feel like paper. So it's really nice. It's a really good collectible kind of manga series. There's some, you know, shininess in the cover too. It comes with this card. I read it as Cloud Card came into it, but obviously this is not a Cloud Card. It's just a character card. So that's, I guess, neat. I don't really want it or need it, but it's still nice to have. So it's fine. I have the first 2, so I'm gonna be collecting these after the holidays, hopefully when I have money and gift cards. This is a really nice series. I really like it. So I'm really excited to collect these. So yeah, these are some must-haves if like your friend is a manga collector, or if you are a manga collector that's really looking for like some unique items. These are some really unique items I find that you could go and get. So that is my manga must-haves for your manga collection or for your friend's manga collection. All of these were shojo manga except for the Pokemon one. That's a little different. But I hope you enjoyed my recommendations. Anyway, obviously I love shoujo manga a lot, and even though the ones that I say are must-haves, I still recommend other ones. I could do a separate video on that, honestly, but these are like absolute must-haves in anyone's manga collection. That's just my opinion, honestly, but there are obviously more manga that I would suggest for people, depending on, you know, what kind of genre you like and what kind of like shoujo aspects that you like. But that is all for my recommendations. I hope you all have a great holiday season and see you in the next year. Bye!